Okay, so here is the example for factors. You can try this yourself or you can just watch this. So we've got a string here, a vector here going to patient ID as before, age as before, this as before, diabetes, this one as before, status. Now we convert diabetes to a factor, and we convert status to a factor and set the order argument to true. And then we read in all of these using the data frame. Okay? And we assign it to that. Okay, now we want to see what we did. What did we create? So we do structure, the structure function, to find out the structure of this, what we created, patient data. And so it says that it's a data frame, which is good because we wanted it to be a data frame. It says there are 4 observations. It means 4 rows with 4 variables, 4 columns. And then it tells us the columns, because here these should be familiar to you. The columns, the 4 columns, and it tells us about them. It says that the patient ID column is numeric, and these are the values. It says that the age column is numeric, and these are the values. It says that diabetes is a factor with 2 levels, and then it gives us the levels, and then gives us the pattern based on those levels. And then status is an ordinal factor, which is what, because we did this argument, order equals true, and this one has 3 levels, and then it gives us the pattern. Okay, so that's basically what we wanted, and it's done it. If you want to find a summary of the data frame, so for example you want to find the the mean for each of your variables, or I should say the mean of each of your numeric variables. You can't do that for factors. And if you want the other things like the minimum and the maximum and the median and the first quartile and the third quartile, which you might know from your statistics class, you can get that for patient ID and age. For diabetes, you can just get type 1 is coded as a 3. No, I'm sorry, type 1 is, there are 3 instances of type 1 and 1 instance of type 2, and there's similarly for here. So how do you do all of this? You use what we use the summary function to get this. So if we want to know the structure of the data of the object, we do structure on our variable here, which is the data frame name, and if we want to get a summary of it in terms of the different summaries of the variables involved, we use summary. Okay, next we're going to do lists, and I've said several times that a data frame is an example of a list. So we're going to talk though about lists next.